Okay, so recording is started. So let me close. Okay, so now let me open the exception, right? Okay, so okay, so in previous session we have seen how to create the string. So there are two ways of creating the string. So first one is the with the help of string literal, and second one is the with the help of string object. Okay, string object. So whenever you're creating the object or string with the help of string literal, in that case, it is going to create inside the string constant pool. String constant pool. Whenever you're creating the any string with the help of string literal, in that case, it is going to create in the string constant pool. And whenever you're creating the string with the help of string object, then you are going to use the new keyword, and it is going to create two objects. So first one is the in your in your heap memory as well as your string constant pool as well. So two objects will get created in case of you are creating the any string with the help of this particular string object. Right. So now what is the string constant pool? String constant pool is the one memory available, right, inside the heap. Inside the heap, one temporary section available. Okay. So now whenever you create the string, that will be stored into the string constant pool. So we have seen this particular thing yesterday, sorry, in on Friday, right? So string is the immutable class as well, right? So why string is immutable class? Because see, whenever we are going to create the string, it is going to create in string constant pool, and in string constant pool, if you see it is not having any reference, right? So there, so in that, I mean, it is having reference, but that is the internal reference, right? Uh, Immutable means basically what is mean by immutable? Immutable means once you create the string, you are not allowed to change that particular string, or it is not if you are changing that particular value of the string, what will happen? It will get create the new object. It is going to create the new object. If you try to perform any change on any string, in that case, it is going to create the new object. New object. Not it will not modify the same object. It is going to create the new object. So that particular part as well we have seen yesterday. Right. Yesterday means previous session. Right.
Hello.
Now, yeah.
Hi, sir. Thank you, first of all, for giving me in 1 day exemption for the class. And
Mhm,
sir, there is a just one small doubt. If
mhm,
we are creating a string through object like
mhm,
string s1 equal to new string Java,
mhm,
and 5 times we have write this statement like string s1 equal to new string C, string s1 equal to new string C plus plus, and
mhm.
string s1 equal to new string Python. So we
Okay.
have created a four string with the
Mhm.
same string value. Then how it is? I mean, the object will create for the same object in heap
Okay.
memory.
So first one is the string s is equal to what?
S equal to new string Java,
Mhm.
and same statement. Next is a string S equal to new string Python, and same is string new C plus plus. Same string
Mm.
is creating.
C plus plus. Okay. So first of all, tell me this is allowed or not allowed. If I'm writing like this, what it will happen? So for
Sir,
example, in
I
same program, what I will do, I'll just copy it and I'll just paste it here. Here. Right. For example, in main itself, I'm passing like this. Okay. So it will not give, I mean, it will not compile that particular program. Why? Because see, here S is the duplicate. So see, here it is duplicate local variable. So duplicate variable you are creating here. So it will not allow. You have to say S, S1, S2, S3, S4 like that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Through string literal we can create.
Uh, with string literal, right? In string
Yes.
literal as well, you will get the error. Okay. So for example, this is the string literal. All right. In that case as well, it will say that it is duplicate. Okay. So in Java, duplicate variable is not allowed. Okay. So you have to change the variable name.
But you yeah, earlier class you have referenced this
Yes,
string from new.
S1, S2, S3, S4 like that I have created. So I'm not sure where is that.
It will reference to the another string. If we remove this string in line number 8, then we can reference this
Right,
string.
right, right. That is another example. I will tell you what exactly happened there. Okay. So let me search that particular program. So where I have created in single no functional final. We haven't created any string class, right? Or string package. Or do we have created? Yeah, string Java string is created here. Okay. So see what yesterday, I mean previous session we have done. Okay. So we have created. So I will just comment this out. Okay. So we have created one string. Okay. So that is having value Ajay. Right. So I can have S3 as well, which is having Ajay. Okay. Then I can have S4 as well. That is having Ajay. Then I can have S4 because here see I'm changing the variable name. So variable name is different. In that case, it is possible. So in this case, this is possible, right? Correct, Vipin. Variable name is different. So here I'm
Variable
having
name
yes.
should be
Yeah, variable name should be different. But see, I'm storing same value. Okay, so here I'm having Ajay, and here as well I'm saving the storing the Ajay. So this is valid scenario. This is possible.
fine, sir. We
All
can't
right.
create with the same variable name or with the same object name string.
Yes. I mean this is the variable name, right? So variable name should be unique. Okay.
Yes,
Do
sir.
store any value. Okay, let's say you're storing some duplicate value as well. So that is fine. Okay, but you don't have to store the, you don't have to create the duplicate variable. So here s, if I'm saying like yes, string s is equal to new string Ajay. Okay, so in that case, yes is getting duplicate, right? So duplicate variable name is not allowed in Java. Even duplicate method name is also not allowed in same class, right?
Sir, same object can't be referenced to the two string at a time, right? It should be referenced for a one value, unique value.
Right.
I mean, if we the S is not reference to Ajay and reference to the another string at the same time, it should be reference with to the unique
No,
value.
no, no. In string, how you can store the double value, right? So in string, only one value you can store. So this is the yes. In yes, only you can store the one value, one single value, right? It is
Yes.
it is not possible. And now suppose you are saying like s is equal to let's say Amit. S is equal to Amit. Sorry, S is small. Yes. Okay.
S is
So
small, sir.
S, yeah, S is equal to Amit. So in this case, it's storing this Amit value inside the S. What it means? This particular Ajay is not going to change. Okay, so this object is already created where? Inside the
Inside string
SCP,
constant pool.
string constant pool. So this particular object is already created in string constant pool. So in that case, this object is not going to change. Okay, so it will create the new object and it will say that object name is Amit. Inside the string constant pool, it will create the new object and it will give the value for that particular object is Amit. Okay, now what will happen?
Yes.
This S is going to point whom? Amit. Previously it is pointing to Ajay, now it's pointing to the Amit. Okay, so that's the reason I'm saying,
Yes.
string is immutable. You cannot perform any change operation on string. If you try to perform the change operation, new string here, I'm trying to perform the change operation. Okay, what happened here? As a result, what happened? It's that particular object is not, that particular object is not modified,
Create.
but new object is
Yes.
getting created. New object is getting created here. Clear?
Yes, sir. It will reference to the new Amit
New one. It will
string.
refer to the new one.
Yes, sir. Yes, now clear, sir.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we have two operators here available. Okay. So first operator is equal to, and second operator is equal to method. Equal to and equal to method. Okay. So what is the difference between equal to and equal to and equals method? Okay. So for example, I'm having two string. Okay. So for example, I will remove this everything and I'll say I'm having two objects. So let's say S string string S is equal to, let's say, I'll say, so let's say Java. Java is here. Okay, Java word is available here. Okay, and again I'm having S1 here. Right, S1 is equal to Java. Right. So both the values are similar. Suppose I'm doing the S is equal to S1. I'm doing the S is equal to S1. In that case, what will happen? Equal to, basically it will check the, it will compare the, or for example, if I'm saying like, system dot out dot println, and I'll say S dot equal, so let's say S1. S dot equals S1. So I'm using the two operator here. Here, first of all, I'm using the equal to, and second one, I'm doing the equals operation. Right. So in first case, what will happen? It will check the references. It will check the references. It will not actually going to check the values. It is not going to check the value. It is going to check the references. Okay. Whether these two object is, these two variables are referring same object or not. So in this case, what will happen? What will happen? How many objects will be getting created inside the SCP?
One, sir.
Just a minute. Okay. So now tell me how many object is getting created. So first of all, what it will do? It will create the one object. Okay. And here, how many object it will create? Zero. It will not create the new object, right? Why? Because we have heap memory here, and inside the heap memory somewhere we are having SCP area. Okay. So this is our heap, and this is our SE string constant pool. Right. String constant pool is available, right? So whenever I'm saying like, what one new object is going to create it, what? Java, right? So what it will do? It will check inside the SCB Java is there or not. So Java is not there. So what it will do? It will create the new object and it will store the one value. What is that? That is the Java. Java value it will stored here. Right. So this is the new object, and in that object, Java will be stored. Java will be stored here. Correct. Now, what will happen? So it is referring to whom? So this is referring to where? Yes, right. So this is having value S. S is value. So S is pointing here. Okay. And now what we are going to do? We are going to create one more object. Okay. So that is the S1. So before creating the S1, it will check because we are going to create this object with the help of string constant, string literals, right? This is not through the string object. Okay. So in that case, again, it will go to the SCP and check the Java word is there or not. It will check the case as well. So here, first letter is a small, second letter small, everything is small, right? So it will check this particular word is available in SCP or not. So right now this particular word is available in SCP. So what it will do? It will refer this particular variable to the same object that is the here we have created inside the SCP. And what is your reference name? Your reference name is here. Reference name is, let's say S1. S1 is your reference variable name. Reference variable name is the S1, right? Now your S and S1 is referring to which object? Same object we are referring. So same object is stored inside the S1 and S and S1. S and S1 is storing the same object here. Right. So what I said, like it is this particular line is comparing your object. So it will check, object value is same or not. So in this case, object value is same or different?
Same.
Same value is there, right? So what will be the output? Your output will be the true or false?
True.
True. True. Okay. Now what it will do? It will actually compare the your contents. Okay. So now contents is same or different? Content here is Java. Here is also Java. Right. So what it will return? True or
True.
false? All right. So let's run the program and we'll see what happens. Okay. So both are true. Both are true. Okay. Now consider instead of creating like object this, what I did, have created the object new. Okay, I'm saying new and I'm storing the same word. That is the Java. I'm storing the same word here. That is the Java. New string, right? New string Java. Okay. Now in this case, what will happen? Okay, so first one, it will create the object. Where? In the string constant pool. It will create the object inside the string constant pool. Right. And second line, when it is executed, what it will do? It will create the new object, first of all, inside the heap memory. Inside the heap memory, this particular heap memory, it will create the new object. And what it will do? It will say the Java here. Okay. It will have the Java here. Okay. Java here. And who is referring? S1 is referring this one. Okay. S1 is referring this one. Right. So this one is the S1. S1. Okay. And now one more object it is going to create inside the string constant pool. Right. But in string constant pool, Java is already there. Java is already there. Right. So it will not create the new object. So same object, it will refer internally. Okay. Internally reference will manage the your JVM. So you don't have to show the relation like this. Okay. Internally it will have the same reference. Okay. Reference to the this one particular. But if you see S1 is actually created the new object here inside the heap memory. So now this is the S1 and this is the S. Right. So what we are doing? Comparison. We are doing the comparison of S1 and S. Now what you think? What this particular line will print? True or false?
False.
Okay. And what this particular line will print?
True.
It will
Okay.
print true.
So basically it will check the content, right? So content is always same, right? We don't changing the content, right? So it will give the true. Okay. Now here as well, what actually we are doing? We are comparing two different objects. So this is the one object and this is the another object. So these two objects are not same because see this particular object is different. This particular object is different, right? So this is the one object. and this is the another object, that is the s, right? So s is another object here, right? So s1 is here and s1 is here. So both are maintaining the different references, right? So in that case, what is going to happen? First statement is going to print the what?
false, true.
False. First statement is going to print the false, and second statement is going to print the true. Okay. So what is the conclusion here? So your equals to is not matching your content. Equal to is not matching your content. It is actually matching your references. References means it's matching the object. It is matching the object, whether it's having the same references or not, whether both the variable is having same references or not. That particular thing we are checking here. Clear? And what equal to method do? Equal to method will check the actually actual content of your string, right? So this kind of question will ask at the time of interview. Okay. Second thing, what is the difference between, you have to tell me, okay, what is the difference between string s is equal to Ajay and string s is equal to new string Ajay? What is the difference between, suppose I am the interviewer and I'm asking this particular question, what is the difference between s is equal to Ajay and string s is equal to new string Ajay? What is the difference between these two? Avinash?
Actually, string s is equal to Ajay is we can say we are creating
String with the
creating
help of,
this with the help of string pool.
no, what I tell, this particular expression, what we can say, which
String
type of
literal,
expression? With the help of
literal,
string literal,
String
and
literal,
this is
yeah,
with the help of
string object,
string object. So in case
string
of string literal, where string will be getting created or string object will be getting created inside the which area?
string
String
constant pool,
constant pool,
constant pool,
correct?
CP.
yes,
And here where
heap
your object
memory,
is going to create it, so it will
heap,
create the two object basically. Okay, so first one is
yes,
the inside your
heap memory,
heap memory, and second one
and
is your
string
string
constant
constant
pool,
pool. Correct, string constant pool. If in case of in string constant pool, object is already there, so it will create the single object only.
single
Okay,
object.
but with this particular statement, always, I mean, at least one object is getting created. Correct?
I think Ajay, first one is with string constant pool, right?
No, it's called as a string literal
Yeah, string literal, and second one is the creating with the heap
object.
memory.
Object. Okay, so you have to say
Yeah.
this is the with the help of string literal, and this is with the help of string objects, because new keyword is there, right? So it is called
Yes,
as the with the help of string object. This is called as the with the help of string literal. But basically internally they are storing in different places, right? So this is stored inside the, this is stored inside the string constant pool, and this is stored at the string constant pool as well as inside the heap memory.
yes,
Okay.
okay, yes,
Okay. So now there are two different ways of creating the string. So first one is basically with the help of this as well. You are going to create the string. Which are those? One is the string buffer and second is the string builder. Okay, so there are two different ways available of creating the string. Okay, so first one is the string buffer and second one is the string builder. Okay, now what is the string buffer? String buffer means the, you can create the string with the help of string buffer. That is the mutable. That is the mutable. What is mutable now? What is mean by immutable?
We cannot change, perform any changes.
Correct. So
Yeah.
mutable means it's not
We
allowed to
can
change,
change.
right? If you're trying to perform the change operation, new object will be getting created, right? But suppose I want, create one string which I can change, right? So in that case, go ahead and create the one string with the help of string buffer. Create the string with the help of string buffer, right? Now, how to create with the help of string buffer? You have to say, you have to say string buffer SB is equal to new string buffer, and here you can pass the values. Okay, so let's say I'm going to say um, what is the value? Let's say script QA. Okay, script QA. Right. Okay, so this is how I can create the one string here. Okay, later on, if I want to print this particular string, I can print. All right, so I have to say SB. Okay, I can print this particular SB. But what is the special about this particular SB? Okay, so you can create the string which you can modify. Okay, so for example, if I'm saying like, I want to modify this particular string, then I can modify it. Okay, so it will actually modify, it will not create the new object. So that particular representation we cannot, show you because this is happening at the back end level, right? At the background. Okay, but whenever you create the object with the help of this particular thing, that particular object, you can change it. You can change it. Okay, with the help of string buffer. And then I will set string buffer. Okay, so let's say SB1 is equal to, so let's say I'm saying like, let's say as okay, so now this particular implementation is not available. So compulsory you have to create the with the help of new keyword. Okay, so this particular string buffer object you have to create with the help of what? New keyword. Okay, so similar, I mean, in string we can create like this, but in string buffer you cannot create like this. Okay, so in string buffer, in case of string buffer, you have to take the help of new keyword. New keyword, you have to take the help of new keyword. All right, then I will say SB dot append. Okay, so let's say testing. Okay, then I'll say SB. Okay,
Sir, error. Uh, system dot error. System dot out. Line number 12.
oh, that's the reason it's printing the red, right? Okay, so I'll say I'll just remove. Okay, now see, whenever I'm seeing like, SB dot append, SB dot append will do what? Append will append that particular value at the end. At the end. So what it means? So one object is created inside, let's say here inside the heap memory, right? Because we are using the new keyword. Whenever you're creating the object with the help of new keyword, what will happen? It will create inside the where? It will create
Keep
that particular
memory.
object inside your heap memory. Okay, so what it will do? It will create the one object here. Where? Here. It will create one object here. Okay, so in that object, what you are storing? So let's say we are storing the script QA here, right? So script QA you have stored here. Okay, so this is how you have stored this particular value here. Okay, and tomorrow what happen? Like, you are saying like, SB dot append, SB dot append testing, right? So what it will do? It will modify the same object. Okay, and it will store the testing in the same object. In the same object, it is going to store this testing because see, I'm saying like, append in this particular object. Okay, now whenever I'm going to access this particular SB, okay, so which is storing inside the SB, right here, it is going to store SB. Here I'm going to store the SB, right? So whenever I'm saying like, print this particular SB, so it is printing this particular value. What? SB is equal to printing what? It is printing the script QA and testing, right? So let me give the some space here. Okay, and let me rerun this particular program. Okay, what it is printing? See, value of SB is printed as what? Script QA and testing. Script QA and testing both are printed. Whereas suppose for example here, for example, here, this is the string, right? So I'll just remove this one. I'll just remove this one and I'll say S dot create object. Let me say append method. Why it is for the literal it's not available. Okay, so let's say I'll say S dot append method is not applicable here.
Concat method will be
Right, right.
available
Here,
also.
here concat method is there. Right. Suppose I'm saying like, here concat. Okay, append method is not there. Here I have to say concat.
For both string, literal and string object.
Yeah, yeah. Here I have to say the concat. Right. So if I'm saying like, concat, S concat, what? So let's say I'm saying like, Java program. Java program I'm adding here. And similarly, if I'm printing this particular system.out.println and I'll say print the S. Right. This particular S is not going to update. What it will do? What it will do? Basically, it will create the one object that is when this particular statement will executed, what it will do? It will create the one new object that is the Java. Okay. Now this particular statement will execute, then it will create the new object that is the Java and program. Java and program will be created new object. So in first case, inside the string constant pool. Okay, so let's say this is the heap. Sorry, this is the SCP. So here first object will be created, and what it will store? It will store the Java here, right? So whenever this particular line is executed, what will happen? It will create the new object. It will create the new object. So what that object will be storing? That object will be stored what?
Program.
Java program.
Java program. Okay, new object will be created. But see here I am not changing the reference. Okay, so I'm not saying yes is pointing to that, right? So here yes is already pointing to the Java. I have not changed the pointing here, right? So what will happen? Your yes is going to point here itself only for this. Yes is going to point here. Okay, your yes is going to point here. Okay, so this particular object is not having any references. So eventually your garbage collector will look for this kind of object and it will just delete this kind of object. Okay, but that is a different story. Okay, but this particular object will not maintain any reference. Okay, it will not have any reference variable, right? But ultimately whenever I'm saying like s is equal to s dot concat, so it will create the new object. So here if you see the new object is getting created, but whenever I'm saying like sb dot append, okay, what it is doing? It is just changing the same string. In same string it is appending this particular testing only here, right? So what we understood from that particular statement, that this particular string buffer we can modify because this is the mutable. This is the mutable, so you can modify that particular string buffer. Okay, and in that case new object is not going to created within the same object, it will just modify the value. So whenever you are having requirement that you are going to modify continuously value of the string, so in that case don't use the string, because you know that, right? Every time if you are trying to modify the string, in that case your string is going to modify. So in that case, if you know that I'm going to modify the string again and again, so use the string buffer there. It will save your memory, right? Now next one is the string builder. String builder. Okay.
Hello, Ajay. Ajay.
Yes.
Uh, with the plus operator, can we also concat?
Yeah, plus operator as well, you can concat.
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Hello,
now yes.
sir. Just a small doubt. We are
Mm-hmm.
creating a string mutable throw string buffer, and if we don't want to create unmutable string, then we will create through string literal or string objects.
Right, right.
So
Whenever you are
someone
creating the
asked,
normal, right, yeah. Ask your question. Yeah.
yeah, someone asked, sir, Java is secured language, so we because of strings are immutable, so that's why it is more reliable over internet protocol or something like that, because
Mm-hmm.
it is secured language due to
Mm-hmm.
this feature. So
Right.
if our strings are mutable, then how it is secured? I mean, someone asked, that's why I'm asking.
Right. So see, it's up to you, right? So for example, if you're working on banking application, right? So in that case, use the string, right? So if you see like, string is secure, right? So it's just liberty for you, right? So what you can do, you can use that in that case, you can use the string, right? If you're working on banking application, you know that, right? I mean, this particular thing should not be modified someone, right? If he try to modify, new object should be created, right? So you can go ahead and use the string there, right? It's not, I mean, no one is restricting you, right? But if you are working for the e-learning application, for example, right? So there security is not required, right? So in that case, it should save your memory, it should work very fast. Or if you're working on gaming application, right? Their performance is mattering for you, right? So instead of security of application, performance is quite matter for you, right? So in that case, go ahead and use the string buffer, correct?
Fine, sir.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. Now one more way of storing the string is your string builder. String builder. Now what is the string builder? Okay, string builder is the non-synchronized. Okay, string builder is the non-synchronized. What is mean by non-synchronized? Okay, non-synchronized means at a time multiple thread can operate. Okay, so now see, uh, your string. Okay, so first one is the string. Okay, second one is the string builder, and third one is the string. Sorry, second one is string buffer, and third one is the string builder. Okay, now this kind of question will ask at the time of interview. What is the difference between string, string buffer, and string builder? String, string buffer, and string builder. So first one is the string. What we understood from the string, once you create the string, that string is the immutable, right? So you cannot perform any change operation. You can tell that particular line for the string. What is mean by string buffer? String buffer is the mutable. Once you create the string buffer, you can modify that. Okay, and it will allow you to perform the change operation. Okay, now what is mean by string builder? Now string builder is the synchronized. String builder is the synchronized. What it means? Every method available in string builder is the synchronized method. Every method available inside the string builder is the synchronized method. Synchronized method. Okay. Now if you are having any method as a synchronized, what it means? Multiple thread can operate. Multiple thread can operate at a time. At a single time, multiple thread can operate on that particular synchronized method. Okay, so for example, if I go here, sorry, it's saying like, non-synchronized. It's saying like, string builder is a non-synchronized. Non-synchronized means every method is not synchronized. Synchronized. So here, if you see, I mean, there might be chances this particular builder is having method. Those are synchronized. Okay, suppose I'm going here inside the string buffer. All right, so inside the string buffer, let me go down. Okay, see. So here length method is started. So this particular method is a synchronize. So now if method is a synchronize, that means at a time only one thread can operate here. Okay. So for example, one thread requested this particular method, and at by the time the method execution is not finished yet, right? And so second method is asking for the same method, length method. Right. So in that case, it will ask that particular thread to wait. Okay. because this execution is I mean going on, right? So once that execution is finished, then this method is available for that particular thread. So if you see, I mean inside the string builder, which class we are currently here, inside which class we are, string buffer. So see, this is the string buffer class. String buffer class is there, right? So inside the string buffer class, most of the methods are your synchronized method. See, this method is synchronized, capacity method is synchronized, then ensure capacity method is synchronized, this method is synchronized. Okay, so this particular method is synchronized, this particular method is synchronized, this is synchronized. Okay, so every method is available inside this particular class is almost synchronized. So see, synchronize is there, synchronize is there, synchronize is there. So these are the method, inbuilt method available inside the string. So set character at, this is also synchronized. Append method, we have seen this append method, right? So this particular append method is also synchronized. So most of the method here are synchronized. Okay, now what you understood from the synchronized method? So for example, if you are having any method as a synchronize, okay, so for example, I'm having one synchronized method here. I'm having this particular method as a synchronize, this particular method as a synchronize. Okay, so runtime. So for someone is asking this particular method. So let's say this is thread one. Thread one is asking this particular method. So currently no one is executing this particular method. So is this access will be grant. So this T1 can access this particular method. But tomorrow what, I mean at the same time what happened? Same time. So let's say T2 came here, T3 came here, T4 came here and requesting the same method. Okay, so these are the T1, T2. Okay, okay. So this one is the your T3 and this is your T4. T4 is there, right? So T1, T2 and T4 is accessing same method, which is synchronized method, right? So in that case, already T1 is executing that, right? T1 is executing that method. So in that case, my method is synchronized. Because of that, this thread will not get the access of this particular method. Now see, once this particular T1 finish their execution, so now the execution of T1 is finished, right? So in that case, T2 will get access. Now T2 also finish the execution. In that case, T3 will get access. So T3 will get execution finish. Then in that case, T4 will get access. So synchronized thread at a time only. So synchronized method at a time only one thread can access. I'm repeating. If method is synchronized, what it means? At a time only one thread is accessing. At a time only one thread can access that particular method. At a time only one thread can access that particular method. Okay, so that is about the synchronized method. Synchronized method means what? If your method is synchronized, then at a time only one thread can access that particular method. Okay. What is the advantages of having any method as a synchronized? Okay, so what will happen? Like if you are having one secure method, or if you are working on a banking application, right? And you are having one method, let's say withdraw method is there. Right. So at a time, only one thread should access this particular method, right? Suppose, for example, simultaneously multiple thread is accessing that and they are, modifying your balance. All right. So in that case, there might be chances accidentally your data will lose. Accident loss of data will happen, right? So this kind of method, what you can do, you can make those kind of method as a synchronized method you can make, all right? But what will happen if you're making any method as a synchronized? Obviously it will impact on your performance. How? Because see, here in this case, this T1, T2, 3, T4, you know ask to wait. T1 to T2, T3 asked to wait till execution of T1 is finished. T2, T4 and T2, T3 and T4 is waiting for what? T1 execution is finished. So once the T1 execution finished, T2 start the execution. So in that case, T3 and T4 is waiting, right? So because of this, it will impact on your performance. It will affect on your performance, right? So it will affect on your performance. Now, if I want, more faster functions, more performance, right? I'm expecting like little high performance, right? If I'm expecting high performance, all right. So I know that, right, your string buffer is having all the method which is synchronized. That that means anyways, these methods are synchronized means it will ask, my threads to wait, right? Because all the methods here are synchronized, right? But if I want, high performance software, I want to make the high performance software, so it should not wait for, thread to finish the execution simultaneously. Multiple threads will came and all the threads will get access, because I'm not maintaining such a data which, if that particular data will loss, and I'll get, any impact, that loss of data, right? So I'm not having that kind of data, right? So it will loss or something like that, right? But I'm expecting like little high performance. Okay, my request is that, like, I want high performance only. So in that case, what I will do, I'm going to use the string builder. String builder. Why? Because string builder is the non-synchronized. What is mean by non-synchronized? So all the methods available in string builder are non-synchronized. Non-synchronized. What happen if your methods are non-synchronized? Multiple threads can access at a time that particular. So multiple thread can access that particular method at the same time. Multiple thread can access the same method at the same time. Okay, this is called as the synchronized non-synchronized method. So non-synchronized means at a time multiple thread can operate. At a time multiple thread can operate. So let's create one object of, your string builder. Okay, so how to create the string builder? So simple. How you are creating the string buffer? Similarly, you have to create the string what builder. String builder. I'll say sb1 is equal to new string builder, right? If you want, you can store some values here. So let's say I'll say Java Java programs, right? And later on, if I want to print, I can print it. Okay, so I'll say SB equals to plus SB1, right? And now if I want, I can print it. Okay, so what is the error? So this we removed, right? So I'll remove this one, so that error will gone. Okay. Now if you see, your SB is printing here, SB1 is printing here. That is your string builder. But what is the special about the string builder? All the methods available inside the string builder are non-synchronized. So if the methods are non-synchronized, multiple thread can operate at the same time. Okay, suppose if I go here and if I search here, okay, so first method, this is the constructor, string builder. This is also constructor. This is the constructor. Okay, string builder, this is the constructor. Okay, now this is the method. Now if you see, this method is synchronized or non-synchronized? Non-synchronized method here there, right? Append method is synchronized or non-synchronized? Non-synchronized method. Non-synchronized, why I'm saying non-synchronized? Because synchronized keyword not there. Previously, if I say like, string buffer, right? Every method is synchronized. But here, if you see, every method is not synchronized, right? Non-synchronized methods are there inside the string builder. Okay. So this is also non-synchronized. This is also non-synchronized. Okay, so these are the methods available in string buffer string builder class. So we are inside the string builder class now, right? So in string builder class, what we have observed, so all the methods are non-synchronized here. Okay, why those methods are non-synchronized? Because if you make the method synchronized, then that means at a time only one thread can operate. At a time only one thread can operate. If I want, multiple thread can operate on my method, in that case I can use the string builder. Okay, because inside the string builder all the methods are non-synchronized method. Clear this particular thing, everyone? Okay, now tomorrow
Hi Ajay.
suppose interviewer will
Hello.
ask you what is the difference between string, string buffer and string builder, then you should answer it. Okay,
Sir, strings are mutable in both string builder and string buffer.
no,
So in string buffer it is mutable. So what about the string in string builder?
sorry, what you asked, I thought you were asking about the string and string
String
builder.
buffer and string builder
String buffer
in
and string builder both are mutable.
okay, sir.
Hmm?
And in string class, it is
In
synchronized or not? Only in string lit.
string class is also synchronized, I believe. Right, I haven't checked, but I'll just check for you. Okay, so this is the string class. So how to go to string class? So I'm pressing the control. Okay, and it's saying like open declaration and all. Right, so I just press the control, and now it's allowing me to go inside. Right, so I'm clicking on this particular class. Okay, now if you see, I'm inside the string class. Right, so what we have seen here. So this is the constructors. Okay, so this is also constructor. Constructor, constructor. So I'll go down. Okay, so this is the method, I think. I'll go down more. Okay, safe string. Okay, so here if you see, this method is not synchronized.
Yes, sir.
This is not synchronized, right? So here as well, it's not synchronized. So let me search for the, yeah. Okay, so this is also non-synchronous. So here, see this particular, I mean here, if you see that there are clear difference, okay, between your string and string buffer. There is clear difference. What is the difference? That string is the immutable and string buffer is the mutable. That is the clear difference. So if tomorrow you will ask something, someone is ask you what is the difference between string and string buffer, you have to say string is the your immutable and string buffer is your mutable, right? But now here, okay, so both are immutable. Okay, here both are immutable. What? String buffer and string builder both are mutable, right? So what difference you can tell? So difference is that one is your one is your non-synchronized. That is the string builder is your non-synchronized, and string buffer is the synchronized. So that is the difference between these two. String buffer is your synchronized, and string builder is your non-synchronized. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, Avinash, you
Ajay,
asking something?
just
Yeah.
yeah, means string buffer and string is synchronized, and but string is immutable and string buffer
No,
is
no, 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 no.
mutable. The difference is that
So what is difference between string and string buffer? Anyone?
string is immutable and string buffer is mutable.
Correct. Correct.
String buffer synchronized and string builder is non-synchronized.
Right. So if you ask the difference between string and string buffer, Your string is the mutable and string buffer is,
Immutable.
sorry,
String is
immutable,
immutable.
and string buffer is your mutable.
Mutable.
So that is the
Okay.
difference between these two, right? But
But
someone
we
asked the difference
can't
between string buffer and string builder, then string buffer is your synchronize.
both are synchronized and non-synchronized. Both are mutable
Synchronize and
and
yeah, both are mutable.
non-synchronized.
So common thing is both are mutable, but difference is that one is the synchronized and one is the non-synchronized.
Non-synchronized. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Avinash, what is your question?
Uh, Previously, this is like multi-threading, we can say, right? Uh, Previous topic, right? Multi-threading,
Which one?
You mean string builder.
string builder.
String builder, see, yeah, we can say the multi-threading. So multiple thread can operate at a time. Okay, so multi-threading, we can say like that. Okay, but multi-threading is different one, right? Multi-threading means creating the multiple thread, okay, to perform the single operation. Okay, single task. All right, or single program. You can have multiple threads. Okay, which will do independent task. I mean parallelly. That is called as the multi-threading. So multi-threading we are not going to learn in this particular sessions, okay, or this particular class, because most of the, I mean, time you will not get, I mean, questions on that, and it is a little bit tough to learn, right? So
Yeah.
instead of going in that particular topic, uh, what I will suggest, focus on other topics, because what we are learning here, those are mostly asked, I mean, topics. Okay,
Yes, yes, right.
few of the interviewer will ask, multi-threading as well. Okay, so in that case, because see, I have worked on multiple frameworks.
Yes,
Okay, I mean, as per my experience, I haven't used anywhere multi-threading concept. Okay, because this is not required, right? Most of the time. So will not waste on time. So you, in
yes,
your
yes.
case as well, you can say like, I know multi-threading means what, but in our framework, we are not using the multi-threading. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
But answer to your question, see, here multiple thread is operating. This is, I mean, multiple thread word is there, but this is not multi-threading. Multi-threading is a different topic.
Okay. Yes. Actually, I was thinking about like this is the multi-threading itself, right?
No, no, no.
So
Multi-threading is
yeah.
different topic.
Okay. Okay. That's.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, see, uh, we have seen how to create the string. We have seen like, how to create the string buffer and how to create the string builder. Right. So now all these classes are having different methods available. Okay. Different methods available here. All right. So if I go to the string class, okay. Suppose how to open the string class? Simple. Okay. What you would have to do? You have to go to the Eclipse. You have to go to the Eclipse, and here what you have to do, inside the string, you just go inside, right? So once I go in this particular class, if you see, this is the string class available. Okay, so this particular class is final class. Okay, so now if any class is having final keyword available, so what it means?
We cannot extend that, means inherited that.
Right, so we cannot inherit that particular class. Okay, so tomorrow someone asks you, is it possible to inherit this particular class, string class? Okay, so your answer should be the no, because string is the final class. String is the final class. So someone can ask you, is it possible to create the subclass of string class? Is it possible to create child class of string class? So your answer should be no, because to create the child class is not possible, because this class itself is the final class. Right. Okay. Now this particular class is, having implemented some, other classes. Those are, serializable, then comparable, then character sequence, constant. Okay, so you don't have to go in that particular deep. Okay, but if you see in this particular string class, we have some constructor available. So I'll just scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, so those are the variable. Okay, so I'll go down. Okay, so this is the first constructor. Okay, string, and this particular you are passing this original string. All right. So this is one first constructor. So now whenever I'm creating the object like this, okay. So for example, I'm creating the object mm, 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 like this. Okay. Here, what I'm doing, I'm saying like string, and I'm passing some string here. All right. So that what it means, I am passing some string for this particular constructor. I'm passing some string for this particular constructor. For example, now if I go here in this particular class, so here is this that particular constructor available. Right. So this particular constructor is taking one string argument. Right. So similarly, you will be able to find that. There are different constructor available. So I will suggest you guys just go through this particular string class and see what are the different constructor available here. Okay. So this is the point number one. Okay. Point number two. Apart from this constructor, there are few methods are also available here. Okay. So what are those? So I'll just scroll down. Scroll down. Okay, so this is the simple class created by the Java developer. This is the simple class created by the Java developer. Like in any class, how you are creating, constructor, then you are having some methods, you are having some variables, right? So far, what we have learned, how to create the class, in that class, how to add the variables, in that class, how to add the constructor, in that class, how to add the different method. So similarly, when uh, 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 let's say Oracle is developing Java, right? So in that case, whatever different class they have created, in that class, the string class is also available. In string class, there are different constructor available, and similarly, there are different methods are also available. So I will just go down. Okay, I'll just go down. Okay, so this is the first method. What this method is there, right? So if I go down, okay, so again there is one method. Okay, suppose if I go down. Right, so there is one method available. So this is also one method available, right? So you can find out the n number of method here. Okay, so most of the method is not not required to have it's not required to know you. Okay, but there are few methods that is required for the day-to-day life, right? So we are going to learn those particular methods. So I'll just go down. Okay, so there are n number of methods available in this particular class. In this particular class, you are going to have the n number of methods. All right. So if you see this particular method, again, this is constructor, right? This is also constructor. I'll go down. Okay. Okay. Here code point count. Okay. Then I'll go down. Okay. So just we have learned this particular equals method, right? So this method is coming from this particular string class, right? So if I go down. All right. So now here content SQL method is available. Content SQL method is available. All right. Suppose if I go down, okay, equals ignore case method is available. Equals ignore case method is available. Right. So see what I want to show here. Okay. So this is one simple class which is created by Java. Okay. And when they have created this particular class, they might created some constructor in this particular class, they might created some methods in this particular class. All right, so in string class we have some methods which will you will require at the time of writing any string related program. Those method you will require to manipulate that particular string. Okay, so which are the method? Those are important. So we are going to learn few of the important methods, okay, which I have mentioned in this particular slide. Okay, so first method that we are going to learn, that is the, so see in string class there are n number of method available. Okay, we have seen the few of them, right? But it's not possible to learn all the methods, or it's not possible to remember all the methods, right? No one can remember all the methods, right? There are many methods available, right? So but still you should remember few of the important methods from the string class, right? So first method is the char at method, char at method. So what it will do? Okay, this particular method will take one integer number as a parameter. This particular method will take one integer number as a parameter, and what it will do? It will return particular character from that index. Okay, so now for example, if I'm storing one string, how it will internally store? For example, let's say here in this case Java, I'm storing the Java. So what it happen? So on index 0, basically it will have one character array, right? So first 0th index J will be stored. J will be stored. First index A will be stored. Second index V will be stored, and third index A will be stored. Right. So now I'm having one method that is the character at. Right. So if I go here, now I will remove everything from here. Right. Now, for example, I'm having one string. Java is programming. Okay. Or hello Java. Okay. So this is the particular string I am having in this S. Right. Now, if I'm saying like system.out.println, and I'm saying like s dot char at char at, right? So basically char at is one method available where char at is one method available inside the string class. Okay, now I'm here creating the object of the string class. So that's the reason whatever the methods available inside the string class, those I can access with the help of this s. Okay, now I'm saying s dot char at. Okay, so what it will do? It will search for this particular, it will look for this particular S string. So inside the S, what we have I love Java, right? So in this particular Java, what it will search? It will search for the character at which index? 0th index. Suppose for example, I'm saying like I want to look the for the third character. Okay, so what it will do? It will store the I at the 0th index. Okay, space at the second index, and L will be at a which index? Second index, and O will be out at a third index. All right. So whenever I will execute this particular method s dot a character at. So what it will do? It will print the O. Why O? Because O is at a third index. Okay. So this is clear for everyone. S dot character at.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next method that we have, length method is there. Okay. So length method is what it will do basically. It will calculate the length of the string. It will calculate the length of the string. It will calculate what? Length of the string. Okay, so how I can get the length of the string? So I have to say system.out.println s.length. S.length. Okay, now how it is going to calculate the length? How much, what will be the length of the string now in this case? What will be the length of the string? So see,
11.
1,
11. Yes.
2,
Mm.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Right. So what will be the length it will print? It will print the 11. In this case, see, spaces is also as well calculated. Okay. So don't ignore the spaces. Right. So 11 is it is printing. 11 is printing here. Right. So tomorrow, whenever you will require, get the length of the string, you have to use this particular method. Okay. So this is the inbuilt method to get the length of the string. Okay. Suppose for example, I want to, get the length, but I don't want to use the inbuilt method. So for example, if you go for the any interview, interviewer can ask, get the length of or calculate the length of any string, but don't use the inbuilt method. So how you are going to perform that particular activity? Don't use the inbuilt method, that is the string dot length. Okay, so this is the,
Using for loop.
yeah, using for loop you can do it. Okay, so you
We
can
will
try it.
use
Char array,
caret
right?
function.
Character array, caret function. Okay, so I mean we'll try this particular example as well. Don't worry. But this kind of question will be asked at the time of interview. Okay, so most of the cases uh, inbuilt method will be used, but sometimes interview will ask you, okay, don't use the inbuilt method as well. So in that case, you should prepare your logic as well. Okay. Now, next thing that we have, next thing that we have is the substring. Okay, substring. Okay, substring. So what this substring will do? It will return the substring from the given beginning index. Okay. Now, for example, if any case I want to, get the substring. Okay. I want to remove this particular I, for example. Okay. I want to print this only, this particular message, love and Java. Okay. So in that case, how I am going to do it? So I'll say system.out.println s.substring and I will give the beginning index. Beginning index means I is not required and space is not required. Okay. This is available on second index. So I will say substring second index. Right. If I run this, now it will print the love and Java only. Okay. See, love and Java is printed only. Right. So I'm saying like, only from this particular index. So for the second, from the second index to last, print that particular substring. Okay. Clear.
So if we write 3 in
Hmm?
substring, then what will be? It will give exception or
No. Three, how it will, why it will give the exception? It will not give the exception, right? If you write the three.
because there are string
Yes, yes.
starts from 0th index, so 0, 1,
Right,
2.
right,
Yes.
right. So what it will do, it will say 0, 1, 2, and 3. Right. So third index we have O. So it will print from the O. If I run this, so it is printing from the OVE Java like this. Clear?
Ajay,
I
hello.
mean, sorry,
Okay.
if we write 12 instead of 3.
Okay. So we have length 11. So in this case, 11 as well, it will start the error from the 11. That is a string index out of bound.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, 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 uh. Okay, substring is not giving, sorry, substring is not give the error because see what it will do, it will search for the 11th index. So 11th index, we don't have anything. So it's not printing anything. So for example, let's say I'm saying like, from the, let's say 14. Okay, so 14 is not there. If I say like, run this, it's giving the string index out of bound exception. So it's saying range from the 14 to 11. So 11 as well, we don't have character, right? On the 11. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 only. So why it's not giving the error on 11? 11th index itself is not there, right? Okay, and
Hello, Ajay.
what about the time?
Yes.
Just a minute, just a minute.
Ah, okay.
Okay, from 12 onward, it's giving the error. Okay, so range it's saying like when you have 11, 12, 11 out of bound exception. Okay, so from 11 onwards, that means 12 onwards, it's giving the error. Okay, what is that exception? That is the string index out of bound. It is not array index out of bound. String index out of bound exception. This is giving. Okay.
But why for 11 it is not giving error, sir?
I'm not sure as well.
Index is starting from
Okay,
0.
ideally it should give the from the 11 itself, because see, on 11th index we don't have anything.
If we write 10, then it will be
If I
print
write
a
the
last
10,
character.
it will print the A only. Right. So A is available on 10th index. Right. Now why it's not giving 11th index error, that is not sure.
No problem. I will check. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Uh,
thanks.
Ajay, can we provide the two index same time, like 2, 4, 2, 3?
Yes, we can provide it. Okay, so that is our next method. That is the substring. You have to provide the beginning index and you have to provide the end index. Right, beginning index and in end index you have to provide here. All right. So what is my beginning index? So let's say I'm saying like, I have to print from the, let's say third index. So I'll give the third index and how much I want to print, how much I want to print. So let's say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I want to print till the 7. Right. So what I will do, I will give the seventh index here. Right. So what it will print? So it will print this much of word. Okay. I'll sorry, love and J. It will print. All right. So if I run this, what happen? So third index from the third to 7. Right. Third to 7.
A 7 is
3 is
space.
7 is space. Right. 7
space
is
3.
and
space.
start with 3. Yeah.
And third
Is
index is starting.
O
Yeah. I have to say second and 8.
8.
Right. Second and 8. Then it will print like a word till here. Right. So it's printing like this. Okay. So if you want the substring from the, given index. So let's say you have to specify the beginning index as well as the end index. In that case, you are going to use this particular method, that beginning index and end index. Okay. Okay. Now I have to
Sir,
check.
second is a space in string
No,
character
second is not,
sequence.
second is not space.
I
So
is a zeroth
this is the,
index.
this is zeroth index. This is first index and second is having J. Sorry, sorry, L. Second is having L. So it will print from the L to J.
Yes, sir. Eighth is up to J.
Right. So J is on 8th index. So this particular J is on 8th index.
Sir, but in my opinion, it is J is coming on 7th position.
No, how it is
If I'm
coming on 7th position?
counting
Okay.
0,
So
1,
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7. Okay. Let me count it again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's coming on 7th index. Right.
Starting index is okay, but last index is 8.
What is happening here? So for example, I'm giving here 7. So it's printing the space as well, right? What is it doing? Beginning index, end index, and
So for first it is taking index, and for the second substring it is taking the length. Is it what it says?
Just a minute. So first, what is taking it taking?
It's taking index for the first part, and for the
Beginning
end
index.
index it is taking length as per what we are seeing there. Yeah.
So here you are saying, right, in this particular method implementation.
No, no. Here. End index is equals to length. Begin index, end index, and length.
Okay.
Not sure.
Just a minute. Here, first it is taking. Okay, so first it is taking the beginning index. Okay, so beginning index is a substring and a beginning index. Okay, now this is correct. Okay, this method is not having any issue, but here it's saying like, beginning index and end index. Okay, so actually we are providing the end index, right? So it's not like that. Okay, now what it is saying, like, it's written the string that is the substring of the string. Okay, substring begin at the specific beginning index and extend to the character at the end index minus one. End index minus one it's doing. End index minus one. So end index what we are providing? 8. So see, if you see here, what it's saying. Mm,
After this space, it's taking.
right. So what it is saying, the return the string that is the substring. Okay, substring. Okay. Then here it is saying beginning index and then extend to the what extent it is printing? Uh, end index minus 1. It is doing the end index minus 1. Till the end index minus 1 it's printing. Okay. Now in this case, what is our end index? So let's say I'm taking the 8. Right. So this is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yes, so
8.
now it
8.
will
8.
print
And 8
to
minus 1 will be the 7. So it will print the 7th till the 7th index. Right. Suppose I'm giving, let's say, 11. Right. So 11 minus 1 is 10. So on 10th index we have A. So it should print this much of code, right? Right. So this is printing. So there is one mistake in my PDF. Okay, so I'll just update it. It will return the string from the beginning. Okay, end index. It will do the end index minus 1. Okay. Okay.
yes.
Now next one that we have contents method. Okay, so contents method, what it will do? It will return the true and false basically. Okay, contents method will return the true and false. Basically what it will do, it will match the sequence of the character value. It will match the sequence of character value. Okay, now for example, I'm having this particular string. Okay, I'm having this particular string and I want to match that Java is there or not. Java is there available in this particular string or not. What I will do, I'll say system.out.println S dot contents. S dot contents. Okay, and I will say what? So let's say Java. Okay, now tell me Java is available in this particular string or not. Okay, so Java is available. So in that case, what it should print? It should print true
True.
or false. It should print the
True.
true. Right, so it's printing the true. Right. So for example, I want to check here, let's say C++ is there or not. So C++ is not there in available there, right? So in that case, what it will print?
False.
False, right? So in that case, it is going to print the false. So basically, it will check in the given string, what are the, string you are passing here, that particular string is available or not. So if it is available, that means character sequence is available or not. In that case, if it is available, it will print the true. If it is not available, in that case, it will print the false. Okay, so let's say VA. I'm printing here, I'm passing here VA. So VA is available or not, this particular string?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So VA is
Yeah.
available. So what it should print? True or false?
True.
True.
It should
True.
print the true. Right. So it's printing the true. So this is how it will match, given sequence is available or not. So for example, I'm giving the E space J, this much of string, right? So this is available already, right? So what it should print? It should print the true, right? So it's printing the true, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, next method that we have equals to method, and what equals to method will do? Equals to method will check, or it check the equality of the string with the given object. Okay, so it will basically match the equality. Okay, so if I'm having two string, okay, so let's say I'm having one more string. Let's say this particular string is, let's say, S1. Okay, so let's say I'm saying like here, like, Java, instead of Java, I'll say C++. C++. Now in this case, these two string are not equal, right? And if I'm saying like, system.out.println s dot equals what? S dot equals what? So let's say S1, right? So in this case, these two string are equal or not? So see, first string having content, I love Java, and second string is having content, I love C++, right? So these two string are not matching. That means content of two string is not matching, right? So in that case, it is going to print the false. But let's say both the string are exactly same, right? So in that case, what it will do?
It will
It will
print
print
true.
the true. Okay, both are same. In that case, it is going to print true. Okay, so for example, J is capital. In that case, what it will do? True or false?
False.
Okay, so it should print the false. So it's printing the false. So make sure, this particular method is case sensitive. Though you have to compare, if two string, if you want to compare, then those two string should have, same cases, right? So if it is case is mismatch, in that case, it will return the false. If the case is mismatch, in that case as well, it will return the false. Right. So we are here on the method number 6. Okay. So here we will stop. Okay. We'll meet the tomorrow for the next session. Okay. But till here, if you are having any doubt, any confusion, you just ask me. Otherwise, we can close today's call. Okay. Anyone? Shivani, everything is clear?
Yes, Ajay.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, then we'll stop here and we'll meet tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow there are few methods. So tomorrow's session as well, we'll going to go through the some methods tomorrow as well, and then day after tomorrow. Okay, what we'll do, we'll take some programs. Okay, so there are a bunch of programs available. So we'll take those programs randomly and we'll try to write the program for this particular uh, programs. Okay. So I think that's it for today's session. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good night, Ajay.
Thank you, Ajay.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.